Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season. Week 7 is underway on EA Sports. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Call it a 3-yard gain, and that'll bring up second down.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
To throw on second down. Stanton. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. The ball comes out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
Stanton. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Fielded just inside the 20. A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. Losing yardage, it'll be back at the 36. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Second down, offense behind the sticks here. 2nd and 13.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Looking to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. A big hit. Knocked down sideways near the 42. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a third down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56. 3-19. 3-19.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And the defense will get their hands on it. Going the other way. And this return is going to be halted right around the 28-yard line.
With no running backs in the backfield to help pass protect, all the receivers in their patterns, these are going to be hot routes. If they sense a blitz or pressure on the quarterback, they've got to be prepared to break routes off early and get the football. In this case, never even had a chance. They popped the ball free in the backfield.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2. If these kinds of lanes are available, you have to feel like he's going to have a pretty big game on the ground.
Yeah, you can tell early on he's got a little burst in his step, and that's a big pickup right there on first down.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. But just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
This will be caught at about the 5. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. A great play there with touchdown number 8 on the year. And his guys have taken a first-quarter lead. And it's good to make it 7-0. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And now back out comes the offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Now, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. They go play action here on first down. Going up top. So they took a shot on first down but couldn't connect.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. And now a first down following that long gain. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he'll take this one down to the 36. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Not much happening there on first down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Now he's going to throw deep right side. And they went for a big play through the air on second down. Couldn't connect. Now it's 3rd.
I like the play call. Roll him out. Give him a chance to run it or throw it. In this situation, he decided to fling it, but couldn't find his man open.
They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on third down.
Here we go now. Green, 39. No. Check. Patriot.
He'll look to throw here. And he can't hang on to it. Nearly picked. He's known for his hands defensively. But instead it just brings up fourth down. So fourth down coming up. John Harbaugh sent on the field goal unit. From the left hash, this from 53 yards out. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Yeah, they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Operating from the gun, Stanton. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. He probably feels like he cannot get a break. He was sacked 7 times last week. And here we go again in the first quarter.
And we always talk about the internal clock of a quarterback in the pocket and how he has to have a real keen sense of it in order to get rid of the football. After being sacked 7 times last week, that clock has been sped up.
Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. The screen does get him 9, but it also brings up a 4th down.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Sacramento football here to begin the second. They are, however, facing a 4th down situation. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. And on now is the punter as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. And here now the offense heading back out there. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Now a handoff here to his running back. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Well, he was looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
They'll drop the throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Myles Garrett in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. And they weren't in zone coverage. They were in man, and each man did his job.
And that looked like vintage, old-school coverage, didn't it? Man coverage reminded me of an old Raiders team. They had a Hall of Famer at one corner and a Defensive Player of the Year at the other, and they just locked people down.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the pressure gets to him again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Stanton. It's caught. Corliss, left side. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Under 4 to play now. Clock running. 3rd down. Now they'll run it on the toss. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down.
But forget knowing where the first down line was. This defense created their own line of scrimmage. They won every battle up front. And a lot of times that is one-on-one. And if you win your one-on-ones enough times, your defense is going to be pretty good. They had more people to the football and snuffed out the play.
Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here.
Here we go now. Detroit!
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
I don't know whether I want to be a fly on the wall or not when they hear the explanation of how one of the bigger targets on the field, the tight end can be that wide open and uncovered downfield. Who blew that assignment?
Somebody did.
No doubt about it. There's no way you're not going to account for him.
To throw now on 1st down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's taken down deep in their territory. A big play there on the catch and run. And even 40 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage.
That's it, baby.
2 minutes remain here in the first half. My good friend Charles and I right back at you after this. So now 11 yards to go for this offensive unit. It's second down.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They're going to look to throw. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. Past the 10 to the 11-yard line. And that's where the return stops.
Brandon, this is why golfers do their best to never count a score in their head before the ball goes in the cup. This looked like a slam dunk for points on this drive, didn't it? Instead, they throw an interception, and they're going to come away empty.
And his throw here's incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. Second down now after the incompletion.
Green, 39.
Throwing again. Stanton. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And able to get this one out just shy of the 25 at the 24. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he's going to be taken down right at about the 15-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a third down and long.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be third and forever. Now Stanton. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. 23 yards on the play. They'll run it now out of the gun. And some room to work. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. Looking to throw. Stanton. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's brought down. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will.
They ran that one well, and not only did they pick up a nice chunk of yardage on the screen, they sent a message to the defense. Rush the passer all you want, but you better be careful. We can hit you going back the other direction.
And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
There are so many things to watch for when you play defense. And reading your keys, you always hear about that, and having your eyes in the right place. Sometimes your eyes can fool you. How about that play action there? And it sprang the big guy, didn't it?
Able to dump it over the top to him. Meanwhile, down in Dallas, an update from there. And it's the Cowboys that have moved down to an early advantage. And we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we will send you back stateside to Orlando and say hello to Larry Ridley. He's got our EA Sports halftime report. Larry? So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense about ready to take over again. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Keeps himself upright. Going for the deep ball. And that's caught inside the 30. And he's taken down deep in their territory. It's a big play there on 3rd down. 62 yards. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're either throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And they'll get him down right about the 20. Give him 2 yards that time, and it's going to leave him with a 3rd and 11 situation.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They'll need to get the play off quickly. They'll look to throw. The swing pass caught. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
And now here's a carry heading left. No dice this go-around. He's hit behind the line and taken down. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll set up a throw. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
And this offense on third down today, 2 for 5 to this point. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. Now they'll run it on the toss. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. It's a loss of a full 3 yards, and it brings up 4th down.
Watch it now, Barney. All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. All right, here we go. 319. 319.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And his kick is indeed good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
This is taken at his 4. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. Throwing on first down. Stanton, he's going to wind up and air it out. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out, incomplete.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
All right, here we go. Boom, landed.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be tackled just past the 35 at the 36. It'll be a pickup of 5, and that leaves him with 5 more. 3rd and 5 now. And the defense searches for one more stop here after the run on second down.
Now let's go.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanton. And this is going to be incomplete.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
So they bring out their punter. He's been terrific so far. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. Now this offense ready to head back out there. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
On play action, they'll throw. Eluding the pressure right. He's going to let this go deep, back over the middle, and nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away, but it does get away and it's 2nd down. So the incomplete pass brings up 2nd down.
Now let's go. Green, 30. Gone. Leopard.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Trying to lay one up deep. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy underneath after the clear out. In this case, though, they're not able to get it done.
Yeah, they said forget the underneath route. They went for the guy on the fly, but as you said, incomplete. This offense so far on third down, they've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This is 3rd and 10.
All right, here we go. 3-19. 3-19.
He'll look to throw. Now they go screen. It's complete. 8 yards on the screen there, not enough. And it'll be 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a 1st down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And they'll send out their punter now, as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds. And now back out comes the offense. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
On 1st down, Stanton. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. So he can't hang on, and as I watch that unfold, I remembered an expression that I've heard, maybe from you, I don't know, but you're going to get hit anyways, might as well hold on to the ball.
Well, you know a coach said that, right?
Yeah.
Not an actual player. Not a chance at all. Way easier said than done.
And Corliss with it over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 24 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. They'll run it now out of the gun. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
From the gun on 3rd down, Stanton. And this one is incomplete. Well, too much oomph, too much mustard there on that pass.
They really turned it loose, didn't they? Really cut loose with that one. Sharp, strong. Didn't lead to a completion, though. Made it very difficult.
And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Here we go. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs.
Nice job, nice patience right there. Put him on the right side, let him work his way across, put the ball in his hands, and let him work his way upfield with a catch.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there.
8 yards to go here on second down.
Set. Green 39. Green 39.
Now back to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And some room to roam now. And he's brought down. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Pushes him over. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I once had a defensive player in the NFL tell me, if I beat and dominate the guy across from me, I'm helping my team. Well, winning one-on-one battles is always a part of the game, but when you have good team defense, as we just saw there, one broken tackle, but he didn't get away because the rest of the guys arrived to put him on the ground.
He'll drop to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. They find some open field here. And put it on the board. It's 6, a touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
And the lead is up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. This one fielded at the 5. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. And here now the offense heading back out there. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. And he'll give it here to his running back. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. Tough running there. That's a hard-earned 4 yards.
Yeah, those are the unsung kind of runs. They don't fill up the stat sheet, but they do set you up in good position on 2nd down.
See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first.
Every player I know tends to play the game in his mind before it actually happens. There's no way he thought that at this stage of the game, this would be his first big run like that.
Yeah, but it's got to feel for him like the floodgates open, a sigh of relief. Now we'll see if things can open up for him.
See if it can continue.
They'll look to throw here on first down. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, coaches always talk about finding balance on offense. I don't think you can get much more balance than this. Big-time run, big-time pass.
A 1-2 combination. Looked pretty good.
How about that? Let's see if they can continue to take that kind of a punch, though.
Second down now after the pass completion.
Here we go now. 319. 319.
Now they'll run it on the toss. He's to the 10. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
Well, as the play call comes in on 3rd down, you have to think about 4-down territory here. Down a few touchdowns, they need points, and they need big points.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
It is definitely hard to find space near the goal line. You always want to have a guy in the game running it who can create his own.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive. Offense looks to punch it in here from the 1 on 2nd and goal. And he's not even going to get back to the line of scrimmage. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
After a play like that, there should be congratulations all the way around, I think, because if you can stop a big fullback like that, that's not easily done.
Yeah, he does not go down easily. You're right, but he did there. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
Green, 30, Detroit! Detroit! Over! Back.
Time for a break. We're back to finish this one off after this. They gotta have 6 here. It's 3rd and goal.
Hurry up, here we go.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage. What a stand so far defensively. And now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. That's caught at the 2. And he will take it in for the touchdown.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
So a 7-point game, they'll need a recovery, the touchdown, and an extra point to tie. And the hands team does its job. They're able to secure it. A tough one there. They certainly wanted that when they needed it, but they didn't absolutely have to get it. They still do have 3 timeouts.
You're exactly right. They had to attempt it. But even though they didn't get it, as you noted, with 3 timeouts, if they can get these stops on defense, all hope is not lost.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he's brought down. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. Going to give this time to the tailback. Space to run past the 20. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Oh, no, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
All I know, partners, that with every play call that came in, there was a little discussion about, hey, we can seal this bad boy. We can really put ourselves in a great spot to take total control, and yet they find a way to cough it up.
Yeah, the two-score game opportunity eludes them, and now a chance for the other side to come back here.
Yeah, that means defense has to go out there and make some plays themselves. So we call sudden change. Let's see if the defense is mentally ready to take care of it.
He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw. Deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Give him 30 yards there. And now we won't see a play on 1st down. We're going to get a timeout instead as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They've gone to the 4th quarter now in Dallas. And the Cowboys have wound up winning that one. If they can hold on to that lead to the end, it would up their win total to 7. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
All right, here we go. 319. 319.
He's back to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Now you've got to hustle your guys to the line and get them set.
And remember, field goal does them no good in this situation.
You got to think they should be taking some shots for the end zone soon. He'll look to throw. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by the Michigan man, Jabril Peppers. And his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. Only one timeout defensively, so this should just be a simple kneel down.
I agree totally. I looked at my time management chart. It says take a knee, victory formation. They just have one timeout left, and that should be all she wrote.
By the way, it's a good thing you can read that because nobody else can.
Not with my chicken scratch. Not at all.
National Football League, Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you prime the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for our visitors, the win moves them up to 5-2 now on the year. And now they'll face the prospect of a long, albeit happy flight across the Atlantic. Meanwhile, for the Dubliners, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And they'll be off to Minneapolis next week for a look at new U.S. Bank Stadium and a date with the Vikings. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. With that, we say cheers, everyone, from Dublin.